City of Kavara is a land where the divide between social classes is as old as time. For centuries, the nobility has held absolute power, while the commoners are nothing more than pawns, nothing more than tools to be used. Nobles live in grandeur, while the commoners live in the shadows, forced to bow their heads in submission. But one thing is clear: the nobility's word is law. They are allowed to marry one wife and many concubines. But one thing they will never tolerate is an illegitimate child. Such a child is a stain, a disgrace to their noble blood. And so begins the tragic story of Anna, the illegitimate daughter of Duke Alistair Thornfield, a man famed for his wealth, his empire, and his heartless business dealings. Anna, born with grayish ash hair and dark blue eyes, was raised in poverty. She grew up in a small, nameless village, surviving as a beggar on the streets. But her heritage, the distinctive features of the Thornfield bloodline, could not be denied. One day, Duke Alistair discovered her. He took pity on the girl and brought her back to his mansion, offering her a life of luxury and protection. Anna, with the hope of finally having a family, eagerly followed him to the grand estate. Upon entering the Duke's mansion, Anna's eyes were wide with awe. She had never seen anything like it before: golden chandeliers, elegant tapestries, and sprawling gardens. She was introduced to her new family, Lady Evelyn Thornfield, the Duke's wife, with her fiery red hair and sharp brown eyes, and the Duke's two daughters, Lady Isolde and Lady Seraphina, beautiful, elegant, and proud. For a moment, Anna thought her life had finally turned around, but soon Anna realized that things weren't as perfect as they seemed. She was treated like an outsider, like a servant in her own home. The butler, the head maid, and even the servants looked at her with disdain. She was given a servant's room, nothing more than a small, cold chamber, while her half-sisters enjoyed luxurious quarters. But despite the harsh treatment, Anna clung to hope. She believed that one day her family would see her for who she truly was, and accept her as their own. When Anna turned 18, something remarkable happened. Her holy power manifested. She became the first Saintess in 3 centuries. She was a living miracle, blessed with the ability to heal, to purify, and to bring peace to those in need. Her heart soared with joy, believing that this newfound power would change everything. But as Anna went on to fulfill her holy duties, she was met with a devastating truth. The Thornfields still treated her as a servant, still saw her as an outsider. They would never accept her. The commoners, however, revered her. They looked to her as a symbol of hope, worshipping her as their saintess. But the family she had yearned to belong to? They still rejected her. They still ignored her. One fateful day, Anna met Lord Cassian Stormvale, the only son of Duke Roderick Stormvale. At just 14 years old, Cassian had a presence about him: black hair, gray eyes, and a calmness that made him seem beyond his years. Unlike the others, Cassian treated Anna with kindness and respect. He became her friend, and the two formed a bond. Cassian possessed the holy power of justice. He could see through lies, detect deception, and eliminate evil wherever he found it. But Cassian had his own journey ahead of him. He was about to embark on a 10-year training in Draxshire, a dark and cursed city where demons and evil forces reigned. Before leaving, he made Anna a promise: "I will return, and when I do, I will protect you from the cruelty you face here." Years passed. At last, Anna thought she had found love. She met Sir Malric Vainhart, a knight whose name was spreading through the capital. He had brown hair and brown eyes, and he charmed Anna with his attention and affection. For the first time in her life, she felt truly loved. Her family even began to treat her differently, and she believed, hoped, that her dreams of a happy, loving family were finally coming true. But fate had a different plan. One evening, Malric asked her to meet him at a secret venue, a place he said was meant for a surprise. As Anna entered, a strange chill ran down her spine. The air felt heavy, thick with something dark, sinister. Inside, she found Duke Alistair, Lady Eveline, her half-sisters, and several powerful nobles from other dukedoms. They stood in eerie silence waiting for her. Before she could understand what was happening, Duke Alistair ordered his soldiers to restrain her. The room filled with chanting voices, invoking the powers of the demon world. They were going to sacrifice her, the purest of souls, the Saintess, to a demon in exchange for their own selfish desires. Anna's heart shattered. She called for Malric, hoping for a rescue, but instead he looked at her with disgust, revealing the truth. He had never loved her. They had all betrayed her. Her father, her stepmother, her sisters, and even the man she trusted most, Malric, had all played their parts in the twisted ritual. Anna's soul was dragged to the Underworld, where she endured 600 years of constant, unimaginable torture. In the mortal world, only 5 years had passed. Her sacrifice was framed as a noble cleansing, the world told that she had been sacrificed to rid the world of evil. But the truth was far more sinister. They had killed her to satisfy their own desires. They had offered her life to a demon, and in exchange, their wishes were granted. For 600 years, Anna suffered. But then, one day, the demon appeared before her again. He showed her the prosperous lives of those who had sacrificed her, the Thornfields, Malric, and all those who had betrayed her, living in comfort, enjoying the rewards of their betrayal. The demon offered Anna a choice: to reclaim her power, to possess a human body, and to mimic her holy abilities. Anna, broken, but filled with vengeance, accepted his offer. She chose Elowen Blackmore, her former best friend, as the vessel for her revenge. Elowen, the granddaughter of Duke Leander Blackmore, had been complicit in Anna's betrayal. She had stood by, silent, as Anna was sacrificed. Now, in Elowen's body, Anna would take back everything she had lost. She would destroy those who had wronged her, tenfold. Elowen begged for mercy, pleaded for Anna to forgive her. But Anna, now a creature of darkness, was beyond forgiveness. She had suffered for far too long. As Elowen's soul was dragged into the underworld, Anna awoke in her new body. The first face she saw was Ava, Elowen's maid, weeping over her mistress's supposed death. But Anna, now fully aware of her new power, smiled, dark, cold, and vengeful. She was ready to take what was rightfully hers and destroy anyone who dared stand in her way. Watch out for Part 2.